Very much, Lord Mayor. I'd like to support this motion, and I think it's a very timely motion, and a lot of citizens out there would be very pleased with this motion. Certainly in the South East area, no day goes by without me getting a phone call from irate residents that their waste has not been collected, not just for one day, but for 14 days, the last person I dealt with. By the time I arrived up to Cathedral Lane, it was literally a mountain of rubbish. To be fair to the company, Greyhound, they did respond within 4 days, but having taken away all the rubbish that was theirs, they left behind a deplorable state because they don't clean up after them. This morning, again, I was rung by individuals, householders in the South East area, the rubbish left out for 4 or 5 days. So what is it to be? Do I have to kind of keep bringing Greyhound hotline to have them do the job? Now, it's well known by the officials in Dublin City Council, and I've spoken to quite a lot of them, that this is happening throughout the city, and that the issue is that the providers or the waste collectors are designating certain areas that are not viable or are not profitable, and they're going for the much more commercially viable areas, resulting in pile-ups of waste, rats infestation. And of course, when people see this kind of level of waste in an area, they just dump upon it. They pull up in their cars and they empty out whatever rubbish they have. We don't have a sanction for them. If we have one of our posters left on one of the lampposts, we'll know all about it with a €120 fine. If we litter, we'll get done for that situation. Yet, waste management or the contractors seem to be able to do it without any buyer leave whatsoever. So I think we need to actually really act on this motion. But as I say, a motion is just a motion without any of the kind of legislation that's there. What really is very obvious is that when this contract was actually given over and sold to Greyhound and waste collectors, the Dublin City Council aspect of it, there didn't seem to be any bylaws or sanctions within there that would actually impact upon the commercial waste collectors if they don't collect the waste. So I see a situation within residential areas of wholesale confusion and chaos if we don't act on this motion, and impact upon Greyhound that they must, and the other collectors, that they must collect the waste. They simply must collect this waste, and to leave it for 14 to 15 days is absolutely criminal activity. So again, while we're trying to, make this city a better place, make it a much more vibrant place, the fact is that you can walk up the likes of Cathedral Lane, you can walk up to Sandymount, and you can walk around the city and you see waste that is absolutely uncollected, and it's totally unacceptable. So I support this motion wholeheartedly. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Eddie Wynne.